Hello everyone and welcome to the Anime Elliot, and today let's go over some characters from the Sword Art Online franchise. Now, before this video starts, I do just want to clarify that A, this is my personal opinion on what I think of each character, and B, these characters are the main characters that we see and are showcased up to the ending of Sword Art Alicization Part 1. As of recording this video, I have yet personally to see Part 2. However, it does not change my views on these characters because, as you can see, I've labelled a few of them like from their respective kind of seasons. So, for example, you got Kirito from Season 1 and you got Kirito from GGO as an example. Now, when it comes to liking a series, whether it's any sort of anime out there or even a TV series that's not animated, for me, the two most important things is A, the story, and B, the characters. If the characters are great, then I'm going to like the series. However, Sword Art makes me a little bit indifferent about whether or not I like the show. Because, as you're going to see in a minute, there are some fantastic characters, and then there are some really bad characters. So in this video, I'm going to go over some of those, and give you my thoughts and opinions as we go through. So then, starting off, Alice. She's kicking it off strong because she's a great character, and Alice is one of my favourite characters from the Sword Art franchise. And she definitely deserves to be up in S tier. Asuna from Mother Rose. Asuna, this one has to go into the B category simply because, for me, this is where Asuna's character starts to rebuild herself. She hasn't fully kind of redeemed her character yet, but she's on her way to doing so. Sword Art Asuna Season 3, so Alicization Part 1, can go into the A rank. She can do that simply because this is where her character basically does something and really brings her character back to the redeeming realm of being a fantastic character like she was in the Aincrad arc. Because, let's remember, Asuna, she became a damsel in distress both in the Alfheim arc and in the film. Granted, she was a little bit better in Ordinal Scale, but she was still a damsel in distress, and that was a letdown. Honestly, Asuna doesn't deserve to be a damsel in distress, so seeing her actually do something in the first part of Alicization, and knowing that she's going to be doing stuff in the second part, is really intriguing, and it's fantastic to see from that character once again. Because Season 1 Asuna SAO was really good. She deserves to be an A tier, because she did stuff and showed that she was actually a key player in their survival. And that's one thing I really do like, is when we see a female character actually being, relevant and has skill, basically. Then we get the guy that helps out Kirito and Yushio. Honestly, he's going to be in C rank simply because his character did stuff and I liked it for, the most part, but he just didn't push any boundaries to kind of make me like him more, so to speak. Death Gun. He gets put into B because he's one of the better villains that we've had from this franchise, but not the best. Yushio. Back up to S tier, because honestly, Yushio is one of my favourite Sword Art protagonists that we've had. Not my favourite, but one of them. And the only thing about Yushio that I didn't like was that whole I'm going to turn myself into a sword gimmick at the end of thingy. And I'm really upset that he did, die, basically. I want to see more of him, and I love the Blue Rose sword. That is a fantastic sword. And one of my favourite fights involves Yushio from the Sword Art franchise. Stay tuned for another video about that. Next up is Yui. She's going to go straight into C because Aincrad, she was alright. I like her playfulness and her personality, but then after that, in the Alfheim and above, she got really annoying. She was just squeaky, she was squawky, she helped a little bit, but apart from that, she was just really irritating to have on screen, and I did not like her after that at all. Another great character, Fuka. She's a great character. She's made me laugh so much. Her personality is brilliant, both in-game and in real life. Fantastic character, great personality, good design, and when a character makes you laugh as much as she has for me, she deserves to be at least that high. Season 1 Kirito goes into the B group. He was a good character, but he didn't develop at all, and that's one thing that let him down. His sword skills were nothing to, underestimate, but that development needed to be done. However, Season 3 Alicization arc, Kirito, goes into the A rank because, here's the thing. The thing that makes Kirito annoying and I don't like about him is that he doesn't develop. He doesn't kind of progress. And they seem to just copy and paste the same thing for each season with his character, but this time he was surrounded in a new environment. He was surrounded by new people that were better than he was, and that kind of made him stand out a bit more and made me like him a little bit more in that regard. So surrounding a character that I didn't like around characters that I do like kind of helped his character, in my opinion. And it made me want to invest in and seeing his character a little bit more. Plus, I had a good giggle when I saw Kirito looking a little bit kind of out of it. And as you've seen in part 2 of Alicization, he's a bit kind of... He can't string no more lines than say no face in Spirited Away. And I don't know, just the anticipation of seeing Kirito like that just makes me happy. Simply because I just haven't been a fan of his character for so long. I don't know, but Kirito goes into A tier because he's improving and he's around characters that make him shine more. So that's justified. I'm going to put this one in the trash section because I was thinking about putting him into C tier, but honestly, I wasn't a huge fan of Kirito because he hasn't developed much. And then he goes and does this like sort of thing. Nah, be gone. Kirito from GGO, I'll put into C tier. He slightly redeems himself after the Elfheim sort of shenanigans. The lightsaber stuff was pretty cool. The whole girl changing thing was kind of weird and awkward. But nevertheless, it was a good season and his character did alright in that. Mother Rose Kirito, I think, deserves to go into B tier simply because he doesn't do much, and that's kind of a good thing in my opinion. But he does lose a fight, which I think is pretty cool. And he does, in fact, help out Asuna and the other Sleeping Knights by basically holding off against loads of people and basically just turning up at the last minute like a superhero does. And, he's protecting what his girlfriend likes, and you gotta respect that. Right, time to clear out some trash. Klein, trash. Leafa, trash. Did not, I repeat, did not like Leafa at all. She's got that weird brother complex thing or cousin complex, and it's just weird and horrible. Liz doesn't do anything to warrant the plot. She just followed the flock. And so does Silica. Does absolutely nothing. And, these two characters, they're such a letdown because they don't follow on their feelings. And yes, it's all about Asuna and Kirito, but if they're going to have the feelings for Kirito, then at least get them to do something. And they don't, so they deserve to be in the trash section because their characters are terrible. Len. Finally, we get to the good characters. She's my favourite protagonist from any Sword Art season. Like, that's just full stop. Len is a perfect character, both in real life and in-game. The character for her is just brilliant. Brilliantly voiced, brilliantly executed with comedy, actions, sequences. Everything about Len's character that we've seen and's been showcased is just absolutely brilliant in my opinion. And deserves to be there. He can go into B tier. M's a little bit freaky in terms of like what he likes, because I think he likes pain, but yeah, he doesn't like getting shot. I think that was a weird kind of gimmick they went with. He gave me a few laughs, so I wouldn't put him into C tier, because he did make it enjoyable for me to watch, but he just kind of gave me the weird vibes. This character, if I can remember her name, she might have been a little bit higher up, but I'm looking forward to seeing more of this character from part 2 of Alicization, because I know that she's in it, but hopefully she and the other disciple that Kirito took under his wing, I think, hopefully they do more stuff. And I liked the scene where her and the other girl were kind of in that room with that posh snob guy, and Yushio just came in and like absolutely like destroyed him. I liked that bit. I didn't like what they were doing to the girls. I felt sorry for them, but you know, it was good development for them, so they deserve to be in C tier. Hopefully, my opinion change as part 2 unravels when I watch it. Peter Fui, there's no question, she belongs in C tier. Absolutely crazy, absolute madness, and yeah, she's just so diverse style that you just can't help but put her up there. And if you look at her in life sort of design as being like a little cute girl that's a singer, you know, we all knew it was coming, and even when it came, it was still fun and enjoyable to see. Quintella, she can go in the A tier. She's actually one of the better villains that we've had in the Sword Art franchise. Probably the best. Now, I just realised I've left off one villain from this list, and that was Hellcliff. But honestly, Hellcliff was just trash, really, that he wasn't really worth thinking about until this point in time. So, that's where I would have put him if Hellcliff was on this list. Shion, A tier. I like Shion as a character. She's probably the second best female in Kirito's sort of harem group, even though she doesn't actually belong in there. She doesn't want to be in that sort of label and that sort of category, which I really do like. She respects Kirito for helping her out, and she doesn't like follow him and flock to him like all the other females do. She does have her own character and personality, and they've spent time building her character, giving her that personality, giving her that development. And that's something that they did with Asuna that makes me like Asuna a lot as well. So they did that with Shion, and I like Shion's character for that reason. Plus her designs are pretty cool, both in GGO and in Elfheim. So there's that. And finally, Yuki can go into the C tier. If a character makes me cry while I watch the series, I'm going to love him. Because that character has managed to, you know, get me to like him already. They get me to invest in them, and then when they make you cry, you know, that's just the tip of that's just, you know, going over the edge. Yuki's character and backstory was so well fleshed out and so well presented that you just fall in love with the character even from just watching it. So they really did Yuki's character justice by what they did with her, and it's very upsetting as to what did happen. But at the same time, she's so full of life, so energetic, that she just negates all of the sadness that you feel for her, and you start to just be happy that she got what, you know, she got given in terms of the friendshipness and the completion of what they wanted to do as a guild, as well as, you know, all the happiness she was given. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts on the main bulk of characters that we have from the Sword Art franchise. Now, you may disagree, or you may agree with some of the places that I put these characters in. If you have any kind of disagreements, or you think that I've been too harsh on a character, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you think about these characters. Who's your favourite? By all means, let me know that. I won't let you know who my favourite is or where I would place them in the lists, because I can do that for future videos. And if you like more videos like these, where I go through and rank characters from certain shows, then make sure you leave that like button and let me know that you like it. Otherwise, I guess if you don't like this type of content, then dislike, I suppose. Let me know that that's not what you want to see. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you're new so you never miss a video from me. And until next time, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll catch you then. Bye bye for now.